and with this here, the green doesn't look that bright over there.
Yeah, the more I see this green, the better this green is. I mean, the green has character.
Yeah. I like vanilla milkshakes, but I don't want my house to look like one.
To be clear, the realtor asked her to paint this gray. Now, in defense of the realtor, that is their job. I'm sure they've sold many houses, they know what they're doing. But if it were me though, if I walked into this tiny little house and I saw these beige walls, I'd be like, yo, this is a tiny house, man. But if I came into the house and it had these green walls, I'd be like, what a cute little house! Come on, man! Actually, looking at it from this angle, it's not nearly as bad. It looks nice. But the green has so much character, man. It looks better. Task for today, write music. Progress on the episode is going quite well. This is the first time in a while where I feel like the appropriate amount of work is being done at the appropriate speed. I don't have this constant feeling of like, oh God, why is this taking so long? Which is actually a huge relief because man, it has been a while. It has been too long. All right, let's write music. Okay, I'm starting to get a headache from this paint. So I'm gonna pack up the keyboard and I'm gonna go home. That means that the keyboard is officially leaving the house and is never coming back. So I remember when we went to Guitar Center. Guitar Center is one of those places where you can haggle for price. I don't know if you can still do that, but at the time in 2001, was it? No, it was maybe 2002. You could still do that. Maybe you still can, I don't know. But part of the haggling was my dad wanted them to include the case for free, and I'm pretty sure that they did. And this case has been rock solid. How many years has it been? I don't even know. Jesus, it's so heavy. Oh, God. Man, it's getting more and more real every day. Okay, so the house is now staged and ready to be shown. Check it out. Wow. Why don't you go stand at the computer? That's actually pretty nice.
I love this.
That's really cool.
I worked here all morning and it was really quite comfortable. I wish I'd done it a long time ago.
Wait, you were originally planning on doing that, right?
Yeah, but I had it down here.
Oh.
And I just got annoyed that every time I wanted to like look at it, I had to.
Yeah. It's good.
It does look good.
I think this will be a really like dramatic reveal when you walk in the door. Because it looks pretty unassuming from the outside. But you walk in the door and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Hey. Especially like the stark black with the gray and the white and stuff. In preparation for staging the house, these closet doors need to go back up. These all have to come out. It's a really good thing that there's people who like doing this.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I hate this more than anything. I think what I don't like about it is it's just so imprecise. It's like I never know if I'm doing it right or not.
Yeah, that is the problem with home construction kind of stuff, is that it's kind of make it up as you go.
Yeah.
I think when I move to the new house that I will put nice stuff and decorate it, because now just looking at it, I'm like, I can't imagine that I'm going to let it get messy when it's this nice.
Yeah, if you can have a fresh start, I feel like that can get you. Man, you know, this is a really great setup. I am a big fan of standing desks, as you might have surmised. But having a computer in the kitchen on the wall like this, that's primo presence. Well, my mom started using the Magic Mouse and she actually likes it. So I haven't used the computer in the kitchen in a long time. But having a computer in the kitchen is so great. And I recommend it very highly. Most of this stuff is from IKEA, and looking at it now without like the normal day-to-day, everyday life stuff that you have sitting around really does look like this is just straight out of the showroom or the catalog. I mean, the whole house does right now, so. Cool, cool. Are you exhausted? You've been doing this like nonstop.
I am pretty tired. When I go to bed at night, normally I will set the timer on the TV for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes to give myself time to wind down. In a regular night, it'll go off and I'll go, okay, well, I'm going to sleep. No, I never see that happen. Can't remember what I was watching the next morning or anything.
Okay, that will do it for today's vlog. I gotta go do some other stuff. We'll continue this later. I'll see you then. I gotta get all of my slides in before. Do you have anything that you need to do before you?
The one thing that I've started doing since we staged the house is I make my bed. It's beautiful every day.
Oh.
I make sure everything's cleaned up before I go to bed. I make a mess pretty quick in the morning, but before I go to bed, all this will be cleaned off, everything's wiped. I sweep every day. So hopefully that'll continue.
You know, I am an internal optimist too though, because every time I clean up the kitchen, I'm like, this is the time. Every time I'm gonna keep it clean, and I'll put the dishes into the dishwasher as soon as I use them, and I will empty the dishwasher as soon as it's done, and that way I can put new dishes in. Does not happen.
I'll tell you, I have to do that now because I have 2 plates, 2 bowls. If I don't wash them, then
Did
I
you
can't
box
eat.
them already?
Yeah, everything's boxed and in the pod.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you know what? We can do a vlog at your new house whenever you move in.
Absolutely.
So, the new episode of Adventure Archives is finished. It turned out very well. That will be up for patrons very soon. It was a very unorthodox episode in a lot of ways, but a lot of interesting things happened, and it's probably one of our funniest yet. Stay tuned to the very end to watch the shout out bloopers. I love bloopers. Just watching other people genuinely laugh is one of the funniest things. It doesn't matter what they're laughing about. On that note, all of our bloopers are on patreon.com/adventure. It would be great to make those public so everybody can see, but that is one of the very tangible benefits of being a patron, is getting to see those bloopers. I think that is some of the best work we've produced, which is weird because it's by accident. But, so I will now need to begin the task of moving all of the stuff in this house out of this house. These books are a good candidate for the first things to take out. Have you ever wondered what these books are? Allow me to show you. First up, we have 3 art books by Shiro Masamune, the creator of Ghost in the Shell. These specific artworks aren't, but this artist is somewhat pornographic, so if you search for his art, just be forewarned that you might see things. This is an old Nintendo Comic System book, bought from like Walden Books at Glendale Mall in Indianapolis back in like 1991 or something like that. This is the art of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. I think my brother got this for me for Christmas. This is the Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind manga set. This was sent to me by a viewer named Esther. I believe she sent it when I was rewatching Next Generation. These are some graphic novels that our buddy Dara sent to us. Persia Blues, Archibald Aardvark, Terminator Salvation, and Lifelike. I actually haven't read those yet. I should do that at some point. This is The Cool Stuff in Premiere Pro. This is a book that my buddy Derek talked about, and it's actually got a surprising amount of tips and tricks that are actually helpful, even if you're an advanced user. Rhett and Link's Book of Mythicality. My mother and I used to watch Good Mythical Morning all the time in the mornings. I actually don't watch their show anymore, but I listen to their podcast pretty religiously. And then finally, the autobiography of Alan Watts. I used to have a ton of books, and I sold pretty much all of them. And I had quite a few Alan Watts books, and I was like, let me just keep one that distills most of what he said over the course of his life into one book, and that's his autobiography. But let's pack all these up because these do not need to be here anymore. Oh man, stuff. Just stuff. You know what I'm saying, man? These, mahjong, chess, keyboard cover, small scale. All right. Oh. Funny plaque sent to us by Justine and Kevin. AA 100,000. We're up to 226 now, not bad. John's Tiny Wood Shop plaque commemorating Adventure Archives. Thank you, John. Check out his YouTube channel. Adventure Archives and the Lost Coast, given to me by my cousin. a small amount of stuff can be that heavy. Good Lord. Ugh. This is good for now. There's this guy on YouTube who does these like really beautifully shot, super creative videos on like an old stereo. His name is Posey, P-O-S-Y. He has another channel called Lazy Posey, where he does like smaller videos that don't take as much effort. I will always have dumb thoughts that I want to voice, and I'm sure that there will be plenty of instances where I will be voicing them on this channel. And that's kind of always what this channel has been. So it's gonna continue to be that probably. But one thing is for certain, we will not be vlogging here for much longer. When I know for sure when that day will be, obviously I will announce it on this vlog. For now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good one. See you in the next one.
We struggled to figure out a way down without falling.
I don't think that'll be tenable long term.